Put your cigarette out. You're at the gas pumps. I'm on, but no operation. There's an open bottle on the floor, empty whiskey bottle. So they're out of gas. All they gotta say is they pushed it here and then drank because they were waiting for it to open up. I don't know how long they've been here.
Right.
Keys are on the dash, not in the ignition. No intent at this point.
Correct.
Maybe just hit them with the open container. If you talk to them, you'll understand.
Okay.
But the rest, everybody else we can do anything, just attitude and mouth.
That's up to you, sir.
Nah, I'm just. I just want to make sure that we're on the same.
Yeah, I mean, keys are on the dash. You're on private property. You don't have operation. You don't have intent.
Yeah. Okay.
Fucking ridiculous.
You've obviously been drinking. You need to call somebody that's going to come pick you up.
I have someone coming here to give me a gallon of gas.
Okay, well, you're not going to drive.
I'm not driving.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You need to call someone to come pick you up.
We can do that.
Okay, we'll do it now. Whose bottle of whiskey's out on the floor?
Where?
The one that was there when I walked away. What? Gave it to you.
Yeah.
What is your name?
What's that?
Do you have an ID on you?
No,
You do not. Well, could you keep the keys out of the ignition, or I will arrest you for DWI. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir. You want this bottle? You have
Okay. Who does it belong to?
Somebody gave it to me. If you want, you can have it.
No. What is your name?
Alan.
Alan what?
Here.
What's the last 4 of your social?
I ain't giving you that.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be giving you both a ticket for open container and motor vehicle.
Really?
Yep. You guys want to play this game and get attitude? We'll play this game. Stay there.
Stay in the vehicle. I'm gonna spray you. Stay in the vehicle.
You can spray me. I don't care.
Just stay in the damn vehicle.
Military trained.
Okay, stay in the vehicle, sir. We got caught here for a reason. We got to deal with this, okay?
Really?
Sir, yes, sir.
Really? We're gonna f***ing lump you up in court.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Drummond.
Yes, sir.
You both issued summonses
Yes.
for open containers and motor vehicle.
One over the
Okay, to Johnny Walker.
It's fine.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
The car will not start.
Okay,
That's
listen.
why we're sitting here.
Listen to me. Okay. Okay. Because the other officer explained to you, we got called here for a suspicious vehicle, so therefore we are going to investigate it. Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Drummond. Okay. Okay.
They violated our civil rights from the get-go.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay.
I'm Underwater certified welder, Navy SEAL. You're lucky I'm not out of the car.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm so pissed off. You suck, big fat fuck. These motherfuckers here waste their energy and resources on
Listen.
us.
In a minute you're gonna be disorderly conduct. I'm gonna take out that vehicle. You're gonna be a
boring ass.
But I'm just telling you, you need to, if you care about your friend, take care of your friend, okay?
Bro, like.
Adam 253, Charles 257.
Go ahead.
You got a county line?
10-9.
Can you go county-wide?
Yeah, stand by.
ahead. You can cancel my record for the pickup truck. Okay.
Can you see if you can see a gun in there? Can you see if there's a gun? We're on a check welfare 16th and Meridian. On a check welfare, guys passed out in the car.
Out of 270-262, trouble with person 1616 East 25th Street at Douglas Park.
He's moving. Hey! Hey, nope! Put it in park! Put it in park! Hey! Put the car in park, brother. Hey! Can you unlock the door for me, please? Just unlock the door, okay?
246.
Put the car in park.
This is Charlie.
Hey!
253.
Are you okay?
Is he on duty?
I just been working all day. Time I got something wrong with my mouth, and I'm on my way to the hospital.
Is that for 253?
Like, I just got.
Yeah, can you
I just
call
got
me?
two
Best friend
fools like a month ago, and it hasn't been right.
Give me one second.
Let's step out of the vehicle. Yeah, I need to get this guy out of the car real quick.
What? Stop messing with people. Are you?
No, on
Can I
253.
pull up right there?
No, we're gonna stay still, okay? Go ahead, step out. It's in park. Just come on back here.
I see all in my truck.
Well,
What talking about me?
so I was
What?
on my siren and my horn. We were knocking on the window, and you weren't moving. So let's step back here and we'll explain everything.
Okay, like I don't. Like,
So come on back here.
why do I have to get out though?
Just come back here.
I don't. Y'all. It's too many of y'all. Y'all scaring me. Like,
There's no
y'all
reason to be
just-
scared. Just come back here.
Okay, I'm comfortable right here in my car.
I want you to come back to the back of the car.
I don't want to.
Sir, come back
Yeah,
here.
I'm cool. I'm okay.
Grant, come over here.
I'm okay.
Just come here.
I'm okay.
No, you are not.
Yes,
Come
I
here.
am. I'm okay.
Come here.
Man,
No. Get out of the car.
man, leave me.
Get out of the fucking car. Get out of the car. He's like, hey! Shots fired. 7 up. Hey! Officer down. Officer down. Where's your fucking hand?
Sending body worn down in 20 seconds.
Where's your fucking hand?
Sending body worn down in 15 seconds.
Where's your hand? You alright?
Sending body worn 10 seconds. Body worn down canceled.
Man, I need on the radio. Where you at?
We're at the Walgreens and the drive-thru. Officer down. Police action shooting. He's still not complying. Step out!
Police action shooting at Walgreens, 1545 North.
I'm okay.
Come here.
Man,
No. Get out of the car.
man, leave me.
Get out of the fucking car. Get out of the car. He's like, hey! Shots fired. 7 up. Hey! Officer down. Officer down. Where's your fucking hand?
Sending body worn down in 20 seconds.
Where's your fucking hand?
Sending body worn down in 15 seconds.
Where's your hand? You alright?
Sending body worn 10 seconds.
Well, he got scraped. That's all they wanted to do anyway.
Alright, 903, you passed him. And 803. He's going to be crossing over to the east side. of Corbin. Look at that. All right, we'll make it a backup for these officers. He's not going to comply. Southbound Corbin towards Prairie on the east side, still right in the Spaceport.
Airtenders are pushing.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Spread your fucking feet! Spread your feet!
Put your arms out to the side! Don't move!
Keep coming. Make a right. 985, make a right. All right, go to the next opening. Behind that building, go to the next.
Don't move! Go back! You're getting shot! Don't.
Yeah, shut up. I love bystanders. These are the commenters of police.
Eyes deploy and go block that bike in if you can.
Hopefully the bystander gets coming to
On the police on the ground! On the ground! I will shoot you! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
But see. They
Shots taken.
They
Shots
put it on him.
Suspect down. Eyes deploy and go block that bike if you can.
What's the outcome? How about the bystander? They're not gonna tell us. Why didn't he shoot her? Shoot everybody. Everyone should get shot.
Back up! Let him go!
See, they headshotted him. Did they? They headshotted the bystander, hopefully. Let's see. Let's have an update. What happened to the police activity commenter? Oh no, the bystander later told detectives that he was in fear due to Howard's actions prior to the shooting, which led the bystander to physically restraining him. Despite repeated verbal commands, Howard failed to comply, raised a handgun, discharged at least one round while falling to the floor, still physically engaged with the bystander. Blah blah blah, discharged, firearm, striking Howard, detective detained Howard, attention render 8, but Howard was pronounced deceased to a local hospital, non-life-threatening injuries, where he was treated and released. No officers or additional. Like, that could mean that he was also shot, though. Right? Non-life-threatening injuries. They kept it vague. Oh, yeah. Let's just assume. Go on about the day. Crazy, huh? Let's see the comments here. Because it's a white. Never know. You already know what happened. I at least do. See? Yeah, they're protecting him. Oh man. Victim got really quiet after seeing the cops land the other guy into the sidewalk. Let's understand that comment. Yeah, they wanted him bad. Honestly, I assumed that it was the original guy that called it would get body slammed. That's why they kinda, fiending for it in the comments. They want him also in a coma. See? Cop tells you to walk away, you walk away. Or you die. I wonder if these are cops. A family of cops that are commenting like this. You know what I mean? Or just like they're generally just like very submissive types. How come the submissive types are also like the most bloodthirsty in these comments? The law-abiding, the good, and morally sound folk. Moral of the story: stay away from alcohol. A police officer slammed a guy to a coma. And it's alcohol, that's the issue, you know what I mean? Factory reset, this thing. It must have been a black guy, the victim. They usually go, the comments go a little more deranged when it's black people getting hurt, you know what I mean? When a white guy gets hurt, it's like, oh my god, I usually support police, but this was beyond the pale. Funny how compliant someone gets when they're unconscious. It's an interesting channel, huh? Police activity, and the fact that YouTube really pushes for this type of content, right? Most of the time we want to see a black person in the thumbnail getting arrested, or, you know, makes us feel better, I guess. By us, I mean counting myself as a white guy. They're so happy to like fulfill a suicidal person's wishes, right? That's all they're like in the job for. You wanted to die? There you go, buddy. It's take your last breath. They will like exclaim shit like that before killing. Yeah, isn't this uplifting stuff, man? Great content.
And Tony Atlas, Tony didn't like me because of my interviews. I'd get, back then you could kind of talk about the black and white generation of slavery and all that. You could get it in there. Now you can't do it.
Yeah.
But it was a fact. Rocky went along with it, no problem. He said, man, that's great, Dave. And Tony come out and said, why are you talking about my father and my grandfather? I said, Tony, I don't even know your father and grandfather. I said, I'm just talking, trying to get us something made up for the match. And he said, well, I don't like it. Well, I don't care what you don't like, if you want to know the truth about it. You know, but we never had no problems. Tony, I always had good matches with him. Rocky, great guy to work with.
Now, both Rocky Johnson and Tony Atlas told us in their interviews that they actually didn't get along very well behind the scenes. Did you detect any of that?
Oh, yeah. Tony, I think Tony had more of the black-white thing. He didn't like to sail for a white guy. He wanted to, you know, dominate everybody. And that wasn't going to be done, you know. And Rocky didn't care. Rocky'd sell all day long, you know. And, I mean, he knew he was going to get his in the end, so there was no problem, you know. But, yeah, you could tell they didn't, you know, Tony wanted him to be more like him. And Rocky said, hey, man, I do my own thing. You do yours. You ain't right, though. You know, this is a business, and we need to work together on it. Because I think Tony and Rocky both knew that I didn't care. I mean, they don't know how much I didn't care. If they didn't like it, hey, done. You know.
Isn't that interesting, man? Because in my mind, New Jack really bad-mouthed Tony Atlas because he thought he was kind of a coon, in his words. So this is an interesting development. Tony Atlas was kind of a freedom fighter. Hey, props to you, Tony. Good brother after all. Maybe a bad brother in white people's opinion, right? You know what I mean? Like if you were gonna keep it based. You know? The other guy, Rocky. What is that? Dwayne Johnson? He's Samoan anyway.
Hello, Mr. Turner. I'm Sergeant Pierce of the Arlington Police Department. The reason you're being stopped is because you were failing to dim your headlights. You were driving behind me with your high beam system. I see that you got your license and your insurance pushed up against the window. Can you tell me if your address is correct? Mr. Turner, is your address correct on your driver's license? Is your address correct on your driver's license? You're required by the state of Texas to identify your address. Your name, your date of birth, and your address. Are you aware of that?
like compliance, isn't it? You know what I mean? They do that to me too. Like they want my ID, I give it to them, then they're asking me extra shit. You know what I mean? Is that your address? Is that your card? Like fuck out of here, bro. Like no, I'm gonna pretend. You're looking at the picture too. Like that's the issue. They don't know. Like all black people look alike to them, man. I went like into the club at 16 with like my friends, like a light skinned friend's ID. So like two white people, we all look as the same, man. I'm a dark skinned guy. They thought I was like a light skinned Cape Verdean Negro.
On September 30th of 2015 at 1 a.m., Philip Turner was driving in Arlington, Texas, when he is stopped by a sergeant for allegedly failing to dim his headlights while driving behind him. Philip remains calm but doesn't roll his window down, but displays his Texas Fair DUI flyer, his license and registration in the driver's side window, because when getting pulled over, you only have to display your documents on a traffic stop. Let's see how this stop unfolds when Philip doesn't answer any of this sergeant's questions and remains silent like the flyer he points to repeatedly confirms. Fair DUI flyer in the window, registration and ID presented. Let's see how this sergeant handles himself when Philip remains completely silent and doesn't talk to him. Because Philip definitely isn't going to help this sergeant try to steal more of his money, which I'll cover in a bit. Let's continue.
Hello, Mr. Turner. I'm Sergeant Pierce of the Arlington Police Department. The reason you're being stopped is because you were failing to dim your headlights.
Doesn't that sound like a
You're
horror
driving behind me with
movie?
your high beams on. I see that you've got your license and your insurance pushed up against the window. Can you tell me if your address is correct? Mr. Turner, is your address correct on your driver's license? Is your address correct on your driver's license? You need to answer the question. I need to know an accurate address for you. So he has an address on his insurance card of 2300 West Taylor Street, Sunday, Texas, apartment number 708, but his driver's license shows 842 Topaz. I need a good address for you. Which one of these is the correct address? You have two different addresses up here. You can point to one. You're required by the state of Texas to identify your address. Your name, your date of birth, and your address. Are you aware of that? Hello?
Some creep shit.
Which one is your address? This one or this one?
The sergeant is still stuck on his address. Just run the address on his ID and get on with it. Philip just keeps pointing to his Fair DUI flyer that he will remain silent. I'm actually surprised Sarge here hasn't pulled the Supreme Court case of Pennsylvania versus Mims to get him out of his car for not kissing his ass under the false guise of officer safety. I just think the sergeant is too flustered, he didn't even think about it.
Is that the only one you can point to?
have to mute here for copyright purposes, as Philip looks over his citation, because as the cop approaches, he's blaring F the Police by NWA on his radio while completely ignoring him yet again. I don't know if he fought the ticket or not, but y'all have to head on over to Philip's channel and check out more of his police interactions over the years. I've linked a few of his videos that I've covered that will be linked in the description if y'all want to go check them out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all on the next one.
This is why you keep your hands to yourself.
No? Mom, Dad. It's Mom, Dad. Look, Fisher, look. Get the out of my back.
Oh,
Get the out of my back.
Oh,
my back.
Are they gonna make it through?
It was in this moment that our camera swung back to catch a glimpse of an approaching three-wheel cart. The man in the orange vest jumped off the vehicle and approached my cameraman.
Hey. David, tobo. On chow. Bien chow. Hey, Ade. On chow. Hey, monko on chow. No, on chow.
I attempted to de-escalate.
Forget them. They are trying to show off.
Is it okay? It seems not okay.
Yate.
But moments later, they came back again.
Hey. Can I talk to you? Can I talk to you? It's a misunderstanding.
So let's see.
Can I buy you a beer and we forget about it? It's a mistake. How about
After a while, they lose steam and head out.
Hey, somebody just tried to fight us. What happened?
Yes, I don't know what they want.
Sure. What are the chances that he actually punches one of us?
He can never do that.
Just talk, right?
Yes.
Well, what are you gonna do?
I wish I could say this was the first and only time we'd experienced hostility like this in Ghana, but it wasn't. That's what makes this a complicated place. When it comes to folks here, some are ready to scrap at the drop of a hat, while some have a heart so pure it almost makes your own heart ache.
Are they gonna make it through?
It was in this moment.
All right, so before we get started on this next development in the Roger Jackson situation, think about it, you can't really prove intent. You can't prove intent unless he said, yeah, I'm going to try to kill this guy. But he did say, y'all always wanted to knock out a pro wrestler. Now, knockout can be perceived as knocked unconscious. Knocked out can be perceived as trying to kill somebody. That's all for the lawyers to prove. That's all for the lawyers to prove in court.
Go ahead. I don't care. You know, this stuff don't bother me. But don't threaten me and my other kids. And we had nothing to do with none of that shit. Roger's a fuck up. He fuck up everything. So
yeah, that was crazy. Don't. There's no excuse for racism.
No fucking bitch, bro. At the end of the day,
yo, his editing style, man, is crazy.
Because I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me, bro. Real shit.
Mama, this killed a man.
As my friends become like, that's your dad. That's your dad. I'm like, yeah, that's my dad.
Well, he was a little chubby kid growing up. He leaned out.
My bad.
Yo, bro, editing style is hilarious, bro. Like, what is this? What is this? What is this?
I got some good genes. My dad.
Yeah, he got Japanese kids. He got Japanese kids, and obviously Roger's black. You know, Rampage likes to dip and dabble.
Because people were hyping it up like the guy was in worse condition than he was. He wasn't. He just knocked some teeth out and stuff like that. If the guy was in,
he just knocked some teeth out.
Why would they let his opponent pin him?
He broke, bro. Rampage, you gotta do a little bit more research on this before you get on these interviews, bro. He broke his maxilla bone. The maxilla bone is the bone right here, like that connects. It connects to your nose and it connects to the front row of your teeth. He cracked that shit, bro. Like he's not. That's bad, bro. Like, that's bad. You can't downplay the injury like that. That was stupid.
Maybe because
that pissed me off. The pin at the end, y'all ain't do shit. And then after the fact, you gonna try to make it into a work and the man is laying there unconscious with the pin? Like, no. That pin pissed me the fuck off. Both of those people should be fired. Get them the fuck out of here.
he was knocked out, which, by the way, you mentioned earlier in the interview.
That was a little bit too hard because it looked like Psycho Stu was knocked out right at the slam. But I don't know if my son knew he was knocked out right in there because
that was in the script. He's supposed to fuck up Psychos too.
Let's get straight into it. So Rampage came out with the interview yesterday, and it is terrible. I don't know who's feeding Rampage all these lies, or if he's just trying to lie to the public, but the entire stream is still on YouTube if you want to go watch it, Rampage.
So why did he sneak in the ring? That's the misinformation. That's why so many people mad at Roger, because they think he just snuck in the ring and attacked this man without Psycho Stu even knowing it was
right. People are only watching the clip of when he slid into the ring. They're not watching the full context before. I'm not justifying what he did. What he did was still wrong, and he should be arrested for it. But a lot of people got a lot of misinformation, and they're running with that, and that's just making the situation way worse. Even Doug Malo, the guy who saved Stu, is mentioning that, like, y'all got to stop with the narratives that are just not true. Stop. I think battery is a lesser charge. Obviously, I think battery is a lesser charge than attempted murder or premeditated attempted murder. There was a premeditated element because he was talking to the chat. Yeah, like I'm saying, a good lawyer could get Roger off of this with limited time, but we've yet to see how that's going to play out.
I got him a turn. I did what my job is as a father to still take care of my
aggravated assault, whatever.
How upset I am at my son. I still love him. You know what I'm saying? He's my son, but ever since he's become an adult, he don't listen to.
And so it feels like first-degree attempted murder. I mean,
he needs no introduction. He's been in the game for a long time. We've had many conversations. I am looking forward to this one very much. He's the one and only Quentin Rampage Jackson. Kind enough to join us on this Wednesday afternoon. Rampage, my man, thank you for doing this. I appreciate it.
No problem.
How are you?
I'm hanging in there.
Okay. So do you know where he is now?
Most likely he's at home. We've been waiting for a arrest warrant. As soon as we get arrest warrant, I was going to turn him in. We've been waiting for a arrest warrant or whatever. And I got him a turn. I did what my job is as a father to still take care of my son, because I still love him. Even though how upset I am at my son, I still love him. You know what I'm saying? He's my son. But Roger really did hit him, and you could see one guy try to pull Roger off, and Roger still going and hitting him. But then you see Roger throw some punches that lands in the air and lands on his stomach and stuff like that. And it seems like Roger was really trying to sell it, but Roger really hurt that man. Roger could have killed that man. Like, you could kill somebody if they knocked out and you keep punching them. Like, where would we be if Roger would have killed that man? Where would we be? Thank God Psycho Stu, pulled through. I wouldn't wish that on anybody, but like I said, I stopped listening to the attorneys. I got really upset with all the death threats and all this stuff, and I wanted Psycho Stu to tell his part that my son did not sneak up on him, and I never heard him say that. So now I'm upset. Now I'm upset. Now I'm upset with Psycho Stu because
I want to start out by saying culture can't handle an opinion that's different from theirs. Then that's not something that I'm interested in giving into anyway. If I am wrong, which it's an opinion, what did I do? What are my actions? Oh yeah, nothing. I didn't do anything. Oh yeah, remember I held that family on that home invasion and raped their dog. Remember I robbed that lady at the ATM. I learned that there's a lot of toxicity within the wrestling community. They get energy off of hurling insults at people that can't reach them. On the cybernet, anybody that can't see them because there's no consequences, and the keyboard warriors. So that's not what I want to talk about. I'm holding a mirror up, and they can't see. They cannot see themselves. And by they, I do mean the simple-minded, because they can only fit one thing in their brain at a time. They can't hear that without saying, well, to me, it's shitty being behind an attempted murderer. And so automatically they're just thinking about their next thing. Attempted murderer, they're in love with the words. People that are on this argument that have taken so passionately and sensitively to it. You say you got someone's back for so far and you're going to explain their side and you want to talk about it? fuck that, you're the devil. These are the same people that they're in love with the word attempted murder. Wait, you backing an attempted murderer? Like they got it in their head so much that they're not even looking at the real case. And I wonder how many of those people were surprised when they saw Stu smiling, and his face wasn't caved in. Like, do you remember Arse's face? Did you ever read the comic book or see the series on the comic book? Fuck, Arse's face is the character, and he tried to kill himself, shot himself in the face, and so he had like a caved in face. I think a lot of people expected Stu to look like Arse's face when he was done with this, and a lot of their feelings were based on that. And so in their mind, they said, wait, killing's wrong. That was an attempted murder. I saw an attempted murder. I don't really think that Raja wanted to kill him. By the way, if I'm wrong, I don't mind being wrong either. In the words of the great Nick Patrick, I've been wrong before. Sorry, Rob, I got to disagree with you. You don't owe me an apology. It's okay to disagree with me, and it's okay if I disagree with you. I don't know where that got lost in the translation. I suspect some of these same people that are writing saying, oh, you're a piece of shit, you back someone that almost murdered, that attempted murder, whatever. Same people, I think, were posting a few months ago. Free Luigi for what? Murdering somebody. Oh, but that's okay. The CEO was a piece of shit, says you. He was a father, husband, a real guy. He didn't attempt to murder him. He shot him and he murdered him and he killed him. And he was the biggest baby face with this culture of fuck it, let's all, this mob mentality of it's our opinion or nothing. We own the truth the way we are the judge, jury, and executioner. And boom, we're everything, So anyway, that's my thoughts. That guy for sure was a Free Luigi guy saying, hey, he murdered somebody, but that murder I'm okay with. But this one where it was an attempted murder when Raja wasn't really trying to kill him. Did he go far enough? Fuck yeah. Could it happen? For sure. Could happen on one punch even. He definitely went too far. He should have known that could do some serious damage. I don't think that his intention was to actually murder him. And I really don't think most of the people that are even talking about this or thinking about this think that his intent was to actually murder him. If anything, I think maybe he had no end goal in mind. I'm going to get in what I can, see how far it takes it without thinking about the actual end, finish, and consequences. You know what? A lot of people hate me because of weed. A lot of people hate me because of kratom, or they hate me because of polygamist values, because of Katie, because of not liking death matches, whatever,
Rob, you're dealing with a public. This is what I like. This is why I don't miss any of this crap. If you're out there on the internet in any way, it doesn't matter. You're going to have the haters, not to quote Taylor Swift, but it's true.
So angry over the Raja incident. Has nothing to do with them, but I guess maybe they don't want the wrestling world that they love to be something different than they want to imagine that it really is. They don't want the world to be a place where stuff like that can happen, right?
And that's also part of the problem of no more kayfabe. Everything's out in the open. It used to all be secret. When you had an issue with somebody, you dealt with it in a locker room. And I don't know how much you told the story of a certain short wrestler in ECW. You had an issue with him, you dealt with it in the locker room. You don't go out. And I get it. The guy that got beat up probably was not a very good worker, and the guy that was beating him up was not a worker at all. He was a shoot fighter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was a stupid combination. Mm-hmm. In front of what, 75 people?
It wasn't a lie.
What was the point? It doesn't make any sense to me. Whenever we had an issue, it was always dealt with in the locker room. Nobody ever took liberties in the ring.
Here's the thing. I think that definitely as soon as he got hit with the can, and people are like, oh, it wasn't even a real can, it was a prop can. None of that matters. Like, I don't know if they know, but man, you're in the dressing room, someone you don't even know comes up, even with a sponge in their hand. If they crack you on top of the head and you don't know them, you're being tested. You're being tested, and if you don't punch them right then or do something, you're telling everybody in there, I'm a pussy, fuck with me, right?
I didn't get that whole thing. Was that like I saw like 5 minutes?
Yeah,
I don't want to get into all
supposedly,
That's the mass transit incident was way better than this. So let's leave it at that.
Billy Gunn.
Thank you. Yeah. I mean, I've known the guy since 90. Known him since 90, since IWF at Universal Studios. Right. Anyway, the last few times I've seen him at the conventions, he's got that scowl, and I'm just like, Billy, dude, how bad can it be?
Yeah.
If he doesn't even notice, that's just natural for them.
Yeah. Resting
Billy. You know, when I first got to like WWE, he was in an angry state. I don't know what was going on personally, or if he was pissed
New York.
What's that?
Like New York?
New York.
An angry state.
How about bare knuckle talking about me and Ben Rothwell?
I don't want to get into that either, because then you're gonna get mad.
No, there's nothing.
But
you
like,
can say that I wouldn't.
Why the would you ever fight Ben Rothwell in bare knuckle? All it takes is one punch. Like, let's be honest. All it takes is one punch, and you wake up the next morning, bro. What he did to Mick Terrell in one punch. Mick Terrell's a bad motherfucker. Right? He really is. Dude, it was one glancing blow. Wasn't even a solid blow. And Mick Terrell woke up the next morning like, what happened? We ready to go again? Like, I'm fighting Ben Rothwell tonight.
Big Ben's ready to fight everybody.
Bro, of course he is. 260 pounds of power.
300 pounds. That motherfucker.
300 pounds of power. Like, get out of here, dude.
Nobody's big enough to stop these guys. Oh my God. More drinks. We need more drinks.
Fuck you, you were nice. I know I was super nice.
Security. Yeah. Security, where's the security right now?
I had to chill him out.
I'm next, bro. I'm fucking next.
We need security, please. Please.
There's no need.
Oh my God. Oh my God. It's not ending.
Get off of me! He's mine! He's mine! I own him! Here is mine! He's mine! This is crazy! I own my fuck! He's mine!
These two guys, we didn't know who they were. The one who comes up and just gets girl handful of ass, and she's like yells at him like "F you," you know. So Mike and Roy are instantly like, "Hey, dude, leave her, you know, get your hands off of her." And the dudes are like nodding their head, and they obviously have no idea who we are, but they're like talking shit to us now, kind of. They leave her alone, and we start getting into the parking lot. The parking lot was kind of unique because our cars were pulled in, like we couldn't pull forward. It was against the wall. Well, those dudes decide to slow drive up, and they stopped their car right behind ours. It was just us three, so like we couldn't get out. Like they trapped us in, and they left their car like that, and they got out. Well, instantly Rory Markham was like known to get into street fights, and he instantly approaches the dudes like, you know, ready to throw. And Mike sees kind of hanging out by the car like, what the fuck are we gonna do? And I'm like looking around, and the dudes are like talking to Rory, getting in his face, about to do something, and I see all these people from the club had just emptied out, and they're all like watching what's gonna happen. I know there's cops everywhere, and I'm like, what the am I gonna do? Like, we gotta defend ourselves. So I fucking slap myself as hard as I could to make a red mark, and I go, oh my god, fucking hit me! And when I did that, all the dudes stopped and turned and looked at me, and I smoked the dude, and he just was like done, like on the ground. And Rory Markham instantly jumped on the other dude that was standing there and started throwing straight punches. And the dude got knocked out, and he fell on the mirror, and he was like on the mirror of the car, getting hit like this. And he turned, the dude that I had hit with the right hand just started to get up and turn and look. And Rory turned from him and football punched the dude that I had hit. And the dude that started to get off the car, he looked up. I did a clean roundhouse kick that just took the dude, like it was like Gonzaga Crow.
Oh, shit.
And they're like done. And then almost the second we got done doing that, we turn and look at each other, and like there's bodies, cops all in their cars, out, guns drawn. What the is going on? And me and Rory go, oh my god. And like the cops like come and like pull us into different cars, do all this shit. Cops are interviewing us, and I didn't know what was gonna happen. And the cops out with a flashlight and the one dude, and I'm like, I don't know why I had it in my head. I'm like, are they saying we have a weapon, sir? The cop turns to me and goes, no, they're looking for his teeth. So the cops laugh, let us three home, and then those dudes ended up, the one dude got like arrested because he had like a warrant or some shit.
Waiting for that shot. If you could have fought any fighter, any era, who would you have picked that you would have liked to fight the most?
Floyd Mayweather.
I love it. Why?
Huh?
You want to knock him out?
Well, I would love for him. I wish he was my weight.
All right, interesting answer.
He's very delusional. He can't listen.
Divisions.
But what does that mean?
Just means you don't really, nobody wins.
They're not.
Right.
It's kind of. I mean,
it's weird.
I don't want Jake to sue me. They're not. It's not like a real scrap. It's not real.
Really? So they're not trying to knock each other out?
No.
Well, Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather don't like each other. They have not liked each other forever.
Tyson and Mayweather.
Yes.
But they like
Mike
money.
Tyson and Mayweather don't like each other.
Huh.
If there's a fight that might be real, like where Mike Tyson might say, I'm going to knock this motherfucker out, or I'm going to try to knock this motherfucker out.
It would be Floyd? They wouldn't fight.
Yeah, because if you look at like the Jake Paul fight,
They're
no
fighting.
disrespect. And if you look at the Roy Jones fight, no disrespect.
Yeah.
They look like they were sparring.
Yeah.
Right? It looked like there was agreements made.
Yeah.
Working. I do not know if Mike would honor any of those agreements.
Really?
If there was a moment
They've
to
had beef
crack.
for years.
Yeah. If there was a moment to really... Could he hit him? I mean, that little motherfucker can move still. At 50 years old, he's so slick.
Yep.
He's still in shape. He's
Yeah,
still
they're
fit.
both old as fuck.
As fuck.
But this is the boxing.
How old is Mayweather?
67.
Dude, Bernard
49?
Hopkins was
49.
still at the best in the world at 50.
Yep.
I mean, that's incredible.
That doesn't mean shit though. With this, because he
Kentucky's
was
got-
active fighting contenders.
Kentucky's
You're talking
got
about
Gomez
retired
on the
guys.
ground.
You're talking about two retired guys.
Yeah.
Fighting the
that's
exhibition.
so
It's just
weird.
money grabs.
It's
just,
so weird,
Yeah, it is weird. It's money grabs. I don't like it, but it's fun. You know, it's something to watch.
I'll hate on it, but I'll tune in.
Yeah, I'll tune in. It's but it's not really fighting.
So Jake Paul's not
Entertainment.
going to actually be trying to knock out Gervonta Davis. You know?
There's a reason it says exhibition.
If I had a guess, yeah.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
All these old boxers coming back. Evander
What do you mean?
Holyfield is coming back now
What?
too. Yes. Have you seen the Mike Tyson
He's
video?
like 65.
Mike Tyson's coming back.
What?
Yes. You haven't seen? Dude.
No.
Okay. Go to Mike Tyson's page for his most recent video on his Instagram. Get ready for this.
Oh, really?
Get ready for this because he looks fucking sensational.
What is he, 55?
53.
53.
I think.
Yeah.
I think he's a year older than I am. I'm 52. But he looks fucking incredible.
Really?
Terrifying. Dude,
He was so terrible.
but
Was
wait
there
till you see
anything more
this.
exciting than his fights?
They were a cultural event.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I mean,
so exciting.
The only concern was that you were going to spend money and you weren't going to get it back. Look at this.
Right.
You needed volume so you can hear this too.
Whoa.
I mean, what in the fuck, dude?
Oh, my God.
Dude, he looks like old. I'm back.
I'm back.
You know what's really funny?
Oh, my
He
God.
said on the podcast when he was in here, he said he didn't want to work out again because his ego would get fired up again.
Uh-huh.
And he's actually said that in his post that my ego had been reignited.
Does that mean his
Yeah.
rage?
No, see if you can find it.
That his ego would be.
There's an need because if he takes hormones, if he's taking the proper hormones anymore.
Mm-hmm.
These two guys kept seeking attention, and when they finally found it, they quickly realized just how foolish their actions were. At first, they provoked an unfortunate woman, even smashing a bottle to grab attention and stir up a crowd. But one onlooker, disgusted by their disgraceful behavior, decided to give them the attention they truly deserved.
You made a comment about Anthony Edwards a while back.
I don't never respond to a guy that's never won a championship.
Who had some things to say about the old school hit.
And Edwards still making headlines. Edwards say it was tougher back then than it is now, but I don't think anybody had skill back then. Michael Jordan was the only one that really had skill.
Ain't nobody athletic ever been in the league, and ain't nobody could jump and all this. I'm like, whoa, what are you talking about?
If that era was today, do you feel like MJ could guard you?
Hell no. You gonna run up on one of the heads and get handled. Talk to me when you want something.
Ali, people don't realize he's usually the bigger guy in the ring. George Foreman is fighting a guy that's his size. Look at their legs. Ali's legs are bigger than Foreman's. What's more important? The leg. On fight day, nobody knows who is heavier. 4 pounds ain't shit to a heavyweight. What's happening is Foreman is swinging it on a dude his size. He's running into a Mack truck. So when you got a guy your size that's moving faster, who has the advantage?